All right, awesome. We're live. Yeah, cheers. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday. Cheers, huzzah. And yeah. So decided to jump on here for a little kind of Christmas Eve, just kind of come hang out. Hey, thanks for joining. But just to come hang out, just take a little break from wrapping up presents and everything. That's why I'm jumping on here a couple minutes late. Just trying to get some things finished up so I'm not having to rush to do it tomorrow. But how's your holiday season going? I'd love to know, definitely. So how's it all going? Definitely let me know in the comments whenever you join. So, all right, but I'm going to begin by, first of all, talking about what I'm drinking here. Usually on these live streams, I'm drinking tea. This time I'm drinking hot chocolate. It's more of like, it's not really traditional hot chocolate as we know it. It's more of like, it's along the lines of 18th century hot chocolate. And here, I'll show you the bag really quick. It's chocolate, it's hot, it's like a milk chocolate gourmet hot chocolate drink by American Heritage Chocolate. They basically specialize in like chocolate drink and baking chocolate. The way it would have been done centuries ago in the 18th century. It's less sweet. If you like dark chocolate though, I think you would like the type of hot chocolate that our predecessors used to drink. So yeah, that's what I'm drinking with a little bit of almond milk in a nice little Christmas mug. So yeah, so what are you having to drink this evening while you're maybe making some last minute holiday preparations? But I would definitely love to know. But yeah, and in addition to what I'm drinking, just gonna make a couple of announcements here. My most recent gig was with Celtic Spirit, and we performed at the DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution, annual Christmas meeting and party. And we performed Christmas songs, and it was a lot of fun. It was myself singing, and then Laura playing her harp, and it was definitely a lot of fun. And that was my most recent gig. And then December 30th, next weekend actually, I'm going to be appearing with Wayward Companions on the Saturday Morning Light Brigade radio show. So that's some exciting stuff right there. It's our first time going on that show. I'm just gonna adjust the pillows a little bit here. And yeah, so that's basically what we have going on for the rest of the year. And also getting stuff going into the new year. The first gig of the new year, Wayward Companions and I are performing at the annual 12th night celebration. Hey David, thank you for coming. Awesome, yay. So, but we're performing at the annual 12th night celebration out at Fort Ligonier, and so some exciting stuff coming up. But and then I have some other things coming up in the new year as well that I will be announcing basically as they come, as they're able to be announced. So yeah, but how's your holiday season going? Hey, all right, how's your holiday season going? Mine's been kind of like ebb and flow. Like there's times when it's kind of crazy, and then there's times when it's like it's been kind of chill. And I guess that's kind of one of those reasons is because I am making it a point to just make sure like I'm not running around too much and stretching myself too thin. and I do have some like pretty cool changes happening in my life too. Like I said, just, you know, more music projects as well as like other things that are coming up. So, so it's been, like I said, it's been kind of like a little bit of an ebb and flow, like kind of running around a little bit. And yeah, in fact, I am gonna be finishing up writing, not writing, but yeah, well, I am gonna be writing music, but tonight I'm gonna be finishing up actually wrapping some presents. So are you finished wrapping all of your gifts yet, or are you gonna be going until the last minute? I'm trying to not do that this year, so, because sometimes yeah, I do. Sometimes I do. Like, depending on how many people like you have to buy for. This is the first time ever that I finished my Christmas shopping 2 weeks before Christmas. Yeah, yeah, I know. I definitely know the feeling. I tried to, you know, I tried to not, like I said, push it too much to the last minute. So I am going to try to get the last of it done, the last of my wrapping done this evening, and then I should be good. So yeah, but I just wanted to kind of come on here and just yeah, just kind of talk holiday stuff. And I said I recently I did do a few Christmas and holiday gigs where I did perform some Christmas music. I got everything online this year. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of the way to do it. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, you know, especially if you don't like to be in the middle of like any crowds or any like crowded stores or anything like that. I'm a little bit of both. I do like to shop online. It is, you know, the definitely the easiest way to do it. And a lot of I mean, I'd say most stores, like including small businesses, because I do love to support small businesses. But most stores, like I said, including small businesses, also have online stores and a way that they can ship the gifts to you and everything. So that's, you know, so that's definitely an easy way to do it. But sometimes I do like to get out and just kind of see. I guess it's more just to see just kind of like the decor and like the, you know, just like the holiday decor, the lights and everything that people have up decorating, you know, their stores, and especially if it's kind of like an outlet storefront, like they're like an outlet with like different stores, you know, just seeing like the outside of that outlet just looking like kind of a Christmas village and everything. So yeah, so I love that stuff. So but yeah, like I said, I did perform a few gigs where I was singing Christmas songs, and I've done a couple living room sessions where we have done some Christmas songs as well. Yeah, I'd like to know, like, what is your favorite, like, Christmas or even holiday song? Like, it doesn't have to be a Christmas song, but like what's your favorite holiday song? I did perform some good ones this year. Let's see, but like it's so hard to pick. I do like the Nouvelle Noël, which is a French song. And then I do like the Holly and the Ivy. There's two different versions though. Like there's the more popular one that most people I think know. They go like the holly and the ivy when they are full grown. But there's another version too that I believe yeah, like Lorena McKenna did. That I did for one of my living room sessions that goes a little something like the holly and the ivy when they are full grown, and all the trees in the wood, the holly bears the crown, the rising of the sun, the running of the deer, the playing of the organ, sweet singing in the choir. My favorite Christmas carol is the Christ Child Lullaby. That's a beautiful song too. Yeah. Yeah, that's a beautiful song. I also enjoy, like I said, that, you know, both versions of Holly and the Ivy are also fun. Especially since that has medieval origins, so of course I'm going to like it. And then also I did O Come, O Come Emmanuel in Latin for another one of the gigs that I did with Celtic Spirit. So, and it was sung in 9th century Latin, which was pretty cool. That's always fun to do. But the thing about old languages though, you know, you kind of want to get it correct and right, but you know you're gonna, because that language is so old and everything, even if you do your research, oh hey Eric, even if you do your research on it, there's always a chance you're gonna flub up a word. And a good thing about that is most people are not going to know, you know, because not too many people are walking around speaking 9th century Latin. But of course, you know, if you have like somebody who's very, very knowledgeable in the language and you flub up a word or something like that, you know, they'll be like, you know, aha, hey, you know, and it's just kind of like, you know, I don't know. I think, you know, while I've said this before, especially with doing like reenacting and living history and being the history buff that I am all for, you know, trying to be as accurate as possible. I am also, what up, Stiff? Oh, hey, Season's greetings. What's up? Thanks for coming. But as I was saying, like, I'm all for, you know, trying to be as accurate as possible. I'm all for, you know, doing the research that's needed, you know, to try to portray something as accurately as possible. But what I don't know, but I do get a little annoyed when people, when basically they're the fun police, you know, where they're just like so like on their high horse about everything that no matter what you do, they're not happy. Like if you don't have the correct amount of thread in your, you know, thread count in your linen, petticoat or whatever, you know, it's then, you know, people like that who are like just very, very nitpicky. And like I said, you know, I am all for research and trying to portray something as accurately as possible, but sometimes you do have to cut people a little bit of a break, give them a little bit of breathing room, because then you're just going to scare people off. And those are usually the people who, you know, who are like, who wonder why like so many history sites sometimes struggle to get people. Because, you know, a lot of these new people, they want to come in, they like the idea of doing it. But then when somebody like, you know, kind of gets on their case and, you know, they expect them to be perfect, like right off the bat, know everything right off the bat, and really not have any fun with it, you know, yeah, that kind of stuff. And then they're wondering why, oh, why are we so hard up for, you know, docents or whatever. And, you know, well, that's why. It's because, you know, you're making it hard for people to really enjoy themselves and really want to learn it. And, you know, if somebody's not perfect right off the bat, then, you know, hey, fine, you know, they'll learn, you know. And I just ignored critics. Yep, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is a good way to go, but like, I know not everybody has that thick of a skin, so it's kind of like one of those things, if someone, you know, is criticized like too much, especially if they're brand new to like a, you know, in this case, I'm talking about like a historic site, and they have somebody like, you know, just kind of harping on them, or, you know, or they find out that somebody said something behind their back about it, you know, that's, you know, not everybody has that, you know, thick of a skin and everything. And especially if they're somewhere where they don't know anyone, you know, that's going to, you know, not, yeah, that's not going to really, I guess, make them want to stay. And I've seen it happen. And I'm not saying that like everyone in the reenactment community is like that, obviously. Because I've met a lot of great people in that community and everything. There's definitely more people who are helpful, at least from what I've seen. There's more people that are helpful and are willing to help than there are people who are just kind of like, you know, they think they're like, you know, that they think they're the supreme beings when it comes to like, you know, a certain history site or whatever. There's more helpful people than those kinds of people, but sometimes those kinds of people tend to be the most vocal, you know, unfortunately. But yeah, so if you're out there, you're new to reenactment, please don't get discouraged. But I went a little off topic, but but how did I, oh yeah, because I was talking about singing in 9th century Latin, and like sometimes it's like, yeah, you want to make it accurate, you know, but if it's not, you know, you're probably going to get a word wrong. But as long as, you know, as long as you do the best you can with the research that you have, you know, I mean, it's okay. You know, it'll be fine. People will live. So, but yeah, O Come Emmanuel is another favorite song of mine for around the holidays. I also like, oh yeah, the Wexford Carol. That's a good song too. I performed that one. Yeah, so yeah, but like in performing at this time of year is actually one of my favorite holiday activities. Yeah, I'd like to know what one of your favorite holiday activities are. Absolutely, I'd love to know that. So, but I do love performing. I love just performing in kind of like a nice, very kind of holiday setting, especially for like a Christmas party, like I did with Celtic Spirit a couple of weeks ago. And I also performed at the John Neville House for their 12 Days of Christmas, for their candlelight house tours. But yeah, but that's actually one of my favorite holiday activities is performing those. Yeah, this is all we can do, Tiffany. Do our best. Absolutely, David. I agree. I mean, that's really all anybody can do. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, just do the best you can, and you know, that's really all you can do at the end of the day. But yeah, but I do enjoy, you know, performing at Christmas time, you know, during like any type of like winter holiday. I do enjoy the winter solstice. We just had that, in fact, and that's a day when I do, like, if I can help it, a day I do like to devote to. I almost knocked my American Heritage chocolate off the, holy crap, I'm like knocking everything everywhere, but but I do on the winter solstice, I do enjoy, that's a day I do kind of like to devote to just resting and reflecting. I might watch, like, you know, just kind of like a holiday movie or something like that, like A Christmas Carol, or I do like the old Charles Dickens style. Or I might, you know, just do something like just kind of just play some light meditative music. You know, I made, you know, just kind of like a nice earthy type of meal. And, you know, sometimes journaling's a good thing to do. On the winter solstice, Silent Night and Oh Holy Night are also some of my favorites. Ooh, I love Oh Holy Night. And I also performed Silent Night for one of the gigs too. Yeah, those are also some really pretty ones too. But yeah, but how did you spend the winter solstice? Like I said, I spent it, you know, just kind of, you know, relaxing. Like I said, journaling's a good thing to do on the winter solstice. You know, and I you know, kind of cleaned a little bit, you know, just made things kind of nice for the coming winter months and everything. And like I said, I think for me, that's just a time to just, you know, relax, reflect, and, you know, just, and also like light some candles too, in honor of the coming light in as we go from with the winter solstice being the shortest day and the longest night. And now we're going to gradually start having the days get longer, the nights get shorter. And that's, you know, the coming light, the coming winter light. That's supposed to come in February and then, you know, slowly make its way into spring. So so yeah, so lighting some candles, or if you have a fire hearth in your home, you know, lighting a fire in the hearth, that's another great way to also just, you know, to celebrate the winter solstice. But yeah, how did you spend the winter solstice? I would definitely love to know. All right, and another thing I enjoy doing too is going and seeing lights. I just relaxed on the solstice. Too cold for anything else. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know where you're at, David, but it wasn't too cold where I was at. It was. I mean, it was chilly. It was definitely chilly, but it didn't like snow or anything. But yeah, it was definitely cold, and but you know, the way I, you know, kind of like it to be like that on the winter solstice. And if it's nice enough, that's also a good time to, you know, just walk a nature trail. And that is another thing, believe it or not, I like to do at this time of year, is walk nature trails. Because number one, they're usually you're hailing from Connecticut. I love it. So you're a little further up north from me, in Pennsylvania here. But you guys probably have some pretty cold weather right now, I would imagine. But yeah, but that's another thing, as I was saying. Sorry, my heater just kicked on. But another thing that I do actually enjoy doing is going onto nature trails and nature walks, and you know, and I like going on nature trails at any time of the year. Number one, this time of year though, they're a little bit more, they're not as walked on at this time of year, so it's a little bit more peaceful at one of those. And also, I like going on nature trails and just seeing the changing of the seasons. Like at this time of year, obviously, a lot of the trees, you know, except for maybe the pine trees, are kind of bare, and also they're, like I said, it just has a different feeling to it right now than it does in warmer months. Even during the fall, like I spent in back on the autumn equinox, I spent the most of that day outdoors and just really enjoying like that first day of autumn. And but it definitely has a different, you know, I'd love to challenge people. Just go on the nature trails, you know, right now. Okay, well, maybe not right at the second, but now at this, you know, at this time of year, just go onto a nature trail, just kind of just get a feel for how just nature and how everything feels around you right now. And then, you know, once the spring equinox hits, go on the first day of spring, and it's really, really cool just to kind of see the you just get to witness the changing of the seasons so much more, I think, out in nature. But what I used to love to do, but my church stopped doing, was going out caroling. Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, I visited an 18th century village that's near where I live, and it wasn't 18th century, it was 19th century, because Charles Dickens was 19th century, and they had like almost like very kind of Charles Dickens-ish Christmas carolers. It was so cool, and I absolutely loved it. We used to go to nursing homes, and surrounding neighborhoods caroling. Oh no! Oh wow, that's so awesome. Yeah, why did you guys stop? Just like, you know, not enough people, or, you know, maybe after, I know during 2020 people stopped a lot of that stuff, but yeah, and, you know, and I know sometimes people got things going again, sometimes they didn't, but yeah, caroling, oh my gosh, yeah, especially, like I said, if you go to like a 19th century village, and you happen to witness kind of like, you know, like a Charles Dickens type of Christmas caroling, that's, like I said, that is such a cool thing to behold. And yeah, caroling in general is cool. And I think, you know, that's why I do love performing at this time of year, because in a way it is kind of a form of caroling. You know, we don't, I mean, you know, we're not going out like door to door or anything like that, but we're still, you know, we're still bringing music to people and the music of the season and everything. And it's just, it's always, you know, like it's always a good time. I absolutely love it. So yeah, it is a really cool experience. I definitely recommend if there's one of those things around where you live. So yeah, what are you drinking this evening? I'm drinking this American Heritage hot chocolate, 18th century hot chocolate. It's like I said, I said it in the beginning. I said it in the beginning that if you enjoy dark chocolate, you'll probably really like this 18th century hot chocolate, because it's definitely not as sweet. It's not like the Swiss Miss packets or anything like that. But it is delicious, and I make it with almond milk. So, oh, you don't know why they stopped. Oh, okay. So I guess it just kind of tapered out. But yeah, hopefully maybe somebody somewhere around where you live will get something going again. So yeah, so while I've been, like finishing wrapping up gifts, I've had like the Golden Girls playing and everything, but I don't know, I'm thinking of like putting on like a Christmas movie or something like that. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies? Any version of A Christmas Carol I love. I just love the classic Charles Dickens, Ebenezer Scrooge, the Cratchits, you gotta love the Ghost of Christmas Past. So I have a little ghost here. It's the ghost of Christmas Past, present, and future. Although I think, yeah, the Ghost of Christmas Future though looks more like the Grim Reaper. But the thing though is like what's really cool, and I have a little ghost here, but like what's really cool though about, and I think what a lot of people don't realize is that, and I did discuss this when I had Andrea on my Tavern live stream not too long ago. I think it was at the beginning, it was at the very end of November I had her on, and we were discussing some of our favorite kind of holiday traditions, and a lot of people don't know that it's actually a very old tradition to tell ghost stories on Christmas, to just gather around a fire or candlelight or a hearth and just, tell ghost stories. Well, in fact, this is kind of alluded to actually in the song, It's the Most Wonderful Time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There is a verse where it does allude to, the telling of ghost stories as a Christmas tradition. And so like, I do enjoy, like I said, just the, kind of like a supernatural type of story too at this time of year. Or even like some like spooky Christmas legends. And hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. Hey guys, thanks for joining. We're discussing some of our favorite holiday activities and holiday drinks, holiday songs. Yeah, so I'd love to know, like, what's your favorite holiday song? Oh, I never knew that. Yeah, see, you learn something new every day. You learn something new on these live streams. But yeah, we were just discussing how ghost stories are actually a favorite, like a traditional, like a Christmas pastime on, basically on Christmas. And it was actually very big. I think it was during the medieval era when that was actually very big. Was to just sit around a fire and tell ghost stories. And I have to say, I do enjoy spooky story podcasts at this time of year, especially ones that are Christmas themed. And I was also talking about how I do enjoy just the story in the movie A Christmas Carol, because I was thinking of once I was done here, because I'm going to finish wrapping Christmas presents. but I was going to put on a Christmas movie, and I was trying to decide which one I was going to put on. So, hey, if you have a favorite Christmas film, I'd love to hear it. I was leaning toward A Christmas Carol, you know, just one of the many versions of it. I really loved, it's not a scary story, but I did enjoy, very much, when I was growing up, Home Alone. That was one of my favorite, Christmas movies growing up, and I do still very much enjoy that. I also like the second one. I know they had a couple of sequels after that. I don't think Macaulay Culkin wasn't involved in any of them. I don't think any of the original cast really was either, but I've heard that they're kind of like, they don't really have the same charm as the other two. But that was one of my favorites growing up. Yeah, so I might, and I don't know, I do kind of sometimes like a Hallmark Christmas movie too. You know, so I guess it just depends on what mood I'm in and everything. So, but yeah, but I'd love to know what your favorite Christmas movie is, or if you have any suggestions or anything like that. But but thank you guys. I do have to, because I've been like keeping track of the time here on my little watch, but I do need to hop off. I do have, like I said, have to finish up my Christmas wrapping and all of that fun stuff. But thank you to everybody that joined. And if you came in late or you were only able to stay for a short time, I will be having the replay on here and everything. So, but thank you very much for joining me, and yeah, hope you get all your Christmas wrapping done like I intend to do tonight while drinking some 18th century hot chocolate. And no, I'm not sponsored by American Heritage, although, hey, I'd love to be, but yeah, I just really enjoy it. So, all right, but thank you for joining me this evening. I'm gonna go finish wrapping. I hope you have a safe and fun holiday. I might pop on for like a few minutes tomorrow night, Christmas Eve, once I get back from my family's. Yeah, so Bell Book and Candle. Ooh, oh hey Nelson, thanks for joining. Bell Book and Candle, cool. Nice, I'll have to check that out. But yeah, but like I said, I will have the replay on here in a few minutes. If you came in, and if you came in late, or if you were only able to stay for a short period of time. But yeah, just cheers. Hope you have a wonderful holiday. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas if you celebrate. If not, just have a great weekend. And like I said, I will try to pop on for maybe at least a few minutes tomorrow evening after I'm done with my family's Christmas Eve festivities. So, all right, guys, thanks so much. All right, cheers, and yeah, I will see you next time. Have a great night and stay safe. Okay.